Hey, hey, J.R. Wise here with the Journey of Weight Loss. So, as you may have seen from my short, I woke up this morning and turned all my alarms off. I have my alarms all set for the same time, every day of the week. 3:30, get up, go walking. Well, my 3:30 alarm goes off this morning, and I turn it off because I thought it was Sunday. I have no clue why I did that. But I went back to bed. I'm like, I'll get up. I can sleep in. It's Sunday. I'll go walking around 7:30, 8 o'clock. And next thing you know, my daughter comes in. She goes, Dad, it's 6 a.m. I'm like, oh my God. I'm rushing to get ready because I got to be at work by 6:30. And thankfully I made it on time. But I mean, I still, I literally had 2 minutes to get ready. Basically, I did the old sailor's bath. Wipe myself off in the sink, if that's what you want to call it. People have another term for it, which I'm not going to get into. So I get to work, and I've just been in a foul mood all day because I'm like, man, I didn't go walking this morning. I didn't get to do this. I didn't get to do that because I like to take my time in the morning and do a little bit of cleaning before I head out, because otherwise I have to do it as soon as I get home. So whatever. It just ruined my day. I'm trying to get my spirits lifted up by getting out here. I only have like a mile so far today. It was a very slow day for me walk wise. So I want to make sure I actually get 10,000 steps today. I like to get 10 miles, but I don't think it's happening today. So yeah, how was your weekend, everybody? Mine was pretty good, other than me thinking I had an extra day. So all right, I have some topics I'm going to talk to you guys about. The first one, this video is brought to you by Emmy. Emmy has been around for decades. Responsible, all around top notch, Chat GPT, creating certified, YouTube streaming certified, TikTok watching certified. And if you didn't get that, it's me, because Emmy, haha. I don't know if those certifications really exist. I'm joking. Alrighty, so the first topic I want to talk to you guys about, what was it? Man, my mind is drawing a blank. Let me put you on pause for a second, see if I can remember what it is. So I figured it out. The first thing I'm going to talk to you guys about is people's vehicles. Yesterday I did a short about people having a lot of trash in their cars, and I walked by a car yesterday. They had trash piled up. Their entire back window was just piled with trash. Their entire passenger seat was just piled all the way up with trash. And I've seen this happen in numerous different vehicles. And I know a lot of times people live out of their cars and it ends up that way. But this was not the case. So I'm just trying to figure out, why would you let your car get to that degree with trash in it? And then two, how can you drive down the road and if you need to make a left-hand or right-hand turn and you're looking both ways, you ain't seeing out that passenger window to drive out. And I just don't get it. How could you let your vehicle get to that degree with trash? I mean, there's trash cans at every gas station you go to. There's trash cans at every store you go to. Empty that crap out. And I mean, goodness gracious, it's just do it. It takes 5 minutes. I mean, it's going to take them more than 5 minutes because there's, 2 years of trash in the car, or maybe, 3 years, whatever it is. Just start taking little bits and pieces out at a time. Come on. It's none of my business, but I just worry, somebody driving down the road like that, they get into an accident because they can't see, and then all that crap's going to end up on top of them, It just doesn't make any sense. So I'm done ranting on that one. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is YouTube recommended, because I told you guys I'm into law and stuff like that, and I've been watching the auditing, and I've been watching police officers do good, I've been watching them do bad, a lot of bad stuff. But anyhow, YouTube recommended that I watch some court cases on divorces and child custody and stuff. And I just want to, in my opinion, if you go into a court case against your ex or your ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend or ex-wife or ex-husband, and you get caught lying against the other person, you are going to immediately lose custody of your child, because the court does not support parents who stretch the truth or whatever the case is. So just be on your best behavior. You're better off to go in that court case being honest and upfront. That's whether you had a problem down the road or previously. Just be upfront and truthful about it, because I watched like 4 or 5 of these things, over the weekend, where the spouse or the ex-spouse lied on the husband or the wife, and the judge said, bam, nope, your custody's being awarded to the other person for, primary custody, whatever the case is, or the majority. So that's what I wanted to get at with that. Just be mindful. I get people are going to go in there and be like, they want to make themselves look like they're the best ever. But don't go in there and try and say like, oh, they've been excluding me from having time with my child, when in reality, it's been, things just didn't mesh up, because the judge does not care for that. So let me see, what was the next topic? The next thing I want to talk to you guys about, apparently in this Harry Potter book, a fictional character was like thrown overboard into the Atlantic Ocean or somewhere near UK, I guess. I don't know. I've never watched the movies. Somebody named like Dooley or Doodley or something. And like they claim it's his resting place in the ocean, wherever it is. And this company in real life was actually running this like Ethernet cable or something under the ocean, or fiber optic cable under the ocean. And these fans of the Harry Potter stuff have called into this company and said, you can't run that cable there because it's where Dudley, whatever, that's his resting place, like his grave and stuff. And the company actually decided to relocate the cable because they got they were overwhelmed with so many calls from fans, objecting to where they're going to lay this cable. And they actually had to run it closer to like like Bronze Age remains of an ancient civilization or something like that. And I'm just kind of like blown away. Me personally, I'm not going to waste my time with calling a company and saying, hey, that's where a fictional character, grave is. I don't get it. And it's just kind of like, woof, over my head. Maybe I need to read the books and watch the movies to get a better understanding of it, but it just kind of seemed like way out there in left field to me. And it surprised me. So, what are your thoughts, guys? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All right, the next topic I'm going to talk about is there was a suitcase found in Australia. And somebody opened it up and they found like what they thought was a human remains in there. Come to find out, it was a real life, like human-like doll that somebody put in the suitcase and threw. And I don't know what kind of doll it was. It said it was like a real life one, so I don't know if it was like a gross one, if you know what I mean, or if it was like a mannequin. It didn't say mannequin, it said real life doll, which leads me to believe it's the other one. So, like the authorities got involved with that and everything. And my big question is, are they going to like investigate to see who actually disposed of it under there? And I mean, at the most, I would see them getting like a littering charge or something, but was it done with the intention to like scare people? Or was it some like guy like grossed out with, like, oh my God, I'm ashamed, I'm gonna hide this down there, Anyways, I don't know. It was an odd story that I saw. And the last thing I'm going to touch on real quick, apparently, like, the murder trial for Tupac Shakur is underway. And I remember hearing about this when I was a kid growing up. It was like headline news everywhere that who was involved. And they thought Biggie Smalls was involved and Suge Knight was involved and all this kind of stuff. And there was a lot of speculation on who was responsible for that. And then, it kind of like petered off. And now some guy named like Kenny he apparently snitched on himself, and now he's going to trial. And supposedly, like, Suge Knight is making threats from jail on this guy, but I don't know. I don't know enough about it to speak, intelligently on the situation. But I just wanted to get everybody's thoughts. Like, as a third, I know murder charges never go away, but like, I doubt they have any evidence other than hearsay. Is that going to be enough to convict this guy? I mean, I don't know. And it was such like I need to go back and watch the investigation or the documentary on the whole thing, because I want to talk about this more later on. But just the fact that Suge Knight is trying to like get his